welcome back to my channel. So I've decided that I want to do some other crafting. I've been doing the art by Marlene and I have been thoroughly enjoying it. I'll just show you yesterday's double page that I did, but I want to do some other of my crafts. So this was yesterday's double whammy, as I called it, and I made a couple of tags, a pocket. I've got this art by Marlene card that came in the advent box, and I just added a few more bits to it. Added lots of glossy accents, as you can see, I'm sure sparkling in there to lots of areas. So yes, quite happy with that. And then just got the two tags in there, and this one was in with the calendar at the very beginning. So that was day 14 and day 15. So we'll be coming on with a day 16. I wanted to do some of Inkylicious because I really love Inkylicious, and I got some new stamps and I haven't used them, so I think it's about time I did. So I've got a couple of cards here. I've got my matte and layers, I've got a 6x6 base, I've then got a 5 3/4 piece of silk and weave, and then I've got a 5x5 piece of pink frog super smooth card for putting the images on. And the very same for this one. I'm going to use this stamp today, this sketched berry branches stamp set, 8 stamps in it, because I haven't used it. Well, I've used part of it, but I haven't used it all, and I've got other ones that I want to use. This one I probably will do with the snow globe that Debbie gave me, complimentary, and I've also got this nice tree which is lovely, which I'm not going to do today. I'm not going to do probably do 2 today if I can get them going on the video, possibly this other one with the snow globe, but I will be doing these at some point as well. That one would be gorgeous with gold or silver embossing. It would be really nice. Anyway, that's that. So I'll put these away just now. So as I say, I've got the snow globe, the complimentary snow globe that Debbie gave me as well, which was very kind of her. So I've got all my stamps ready, and I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to do this one first. So what I thought for the background, I'm also going to use these. I found these when I was cleaning out. I had them for yonks. I don't think I've actually used them. I might have used them for some. I must have. They've also got some pastels. I think they're pastel. I don't think they're wax. So we've got those, but I won't be using these today. I'm going to use the pencils, and they're obviously watercolour pencils. So I am going to probably add a little bit of water as well. So I intend to use these to colour the berries in, and maybe some of the other areas, but we'll see as time goes along. I'm going to stamp with VersaFine pigment ink for fine details. I've got all my Inkylicious blending brushes out. I'm going to be using some oxides as well. So because I don't have a coloured piece, I thought I would just colour this myself. So I'm going to pop this to the side for the minute. And I've got this messy thing here, which I probably should just give a wee wipe. Actually didn't wipe it the last time. Not prepared, am I? I thought I was. So all I do with this is put a wee bit hand lotion, because it's alcohol, onto that, and then just give it a wipe. And it's the same with, if I do any of my alcohol pens over the top of this, I just do exactly the same, and it just comes off. And also because there's a wee bit of alcohol, I'm sure, in these as well, even though they say they're lightly scented, I think there's something, there must be something in them. So pop that to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my where is it? Oh, here is it. Scoochy thing. Here it is. I found it now. I found it. And I'm just going to go around the edge with, now will I go round the edge with, is the question. Where is it? I'm going to go round the edge of black suit actually, if I can get the thing out. I might just go round it. I have got black card, but I just fancy doing this. See what would happen. So, let's just move that away and we'll get a wee bit of water that I've got here. And actually, I'll just put that on there. I just thought it might be quite nice to do some scooching around the edges. Smooching, what do you want to call it. So it's just going to be around the edges of these, because obviously I'm going to cover it with the layer. This might not come out very dark, but I can always do some more, I can always add some more to it. So let's just add a wee bit more. Make it a wee bit deeper. That just gives it a different kind of look, really, doesn't it? So, there we go. I think that's enough. So, I'm going to just get rid of this mess that I find myself in. Various messes I find myself in. Right, I'm going to dry that off and then I'll come straight back. Right, I've done that. Looks okay. So I'm going to pop it onto the base of the card so that I'm ready for when I put this bit on, when it's got everything else on it. And I mean, that looks okay. I think that looks fine like that. So, just getting some wet glue. Once I get the sticky bit off it. And just popping it round that. To order some more of this glue actually. I like it. I think it's good. I mean, I do like Nouveau Super Deluxe glue as well. I must admit that was one of my go-to glues. I tried a lot of other glues, but I didn't really like them very much. Anyway, so let's make sure it's on the right way round. It can be tenfold or it could be opening from the left. So that's fine. I mean, that looks nice on its own. You could just could even put that Merry Christmas in the middle. I might do that later with the Merry Christmas. Right, so we've got that there. Just put that in the bin. And we can pop that black suit to the side. That's fine, we can pop that to the side now. Actually, let's just wipe this away. Try and keep the place a bit clean. So, right, so I want to get onto my piece here. So I've got these, as I say, they are all on blocks, and I'm just going to do some simple stamping basically. So, I could use some colours. I'm wondering if I would. Excuse me. So, I think this is probably a colour. So let's just, oh dear, use this, because this is going to be a brown branch, isn't it? I mean, I know a lot of these stamps are silhouette types, but so I'm just going to sort of come in here, do it slightly round like that. I did have my pad yesterday for stamping, but these are so good stamps, you really don't need to. Just see how perfectly that stamps. It's just gorgeous. And then I've got the berries, which I want to kind of sit here, but I'm going to do them in black because I can just colour them in as well. And I'm just going to sit that sort of just coming from there. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Right, I'm going to do another bit. Actually, that's the wrong colour. Another bit of the branch now. Let me just think this through. So, I want another bit of the branch, but I don't want the bottom part. So, let's wipe this all off. And then just do it from, oh, don't stick your finger in it. So, I only kind of want it from here. So, and I want to have it slightly higher up, so it needs to kind of just be inked. Not that other branch, just ink this bit here. Because that's the bit I really want in. So this going to come kind of there. Yep. Go. And then I'm going to do another bit, just kind of down here, that's it. Oh, there's the sun coming out. Huh. Got my light on as well. Oh well, that's quite nice. Oh, don't stick your fingers in it, Shirley, for goodness sake. Dearie me. And then, let me think, I want to do another kind of bit that comes round as well. So I don't want these bits at the end, so let's just wipe that completely. I mean, you could do this on a stamping platform, totally. I just fancied doing it like this. Down slightly so it looks like it's connected to that bit there. That's fine. So yep, that's nice. And we might do another wee bit. Let me think. Let's just do the top half of it. So done a bit much there for the top half. Just really want that top half part here, which can just kind of come off like that. There we go. We've got a bit there, it won't matter. I'm sure we can fix it. Right, so that's that done. So I'll put that one on. I'm going to come in with some more of the berries. So just ink that up because I want some more berries kind of, just kind of here. And that bit there. There we go. And then if I can get some to come sort of over here as well, that will be fine. Just kind of coming off there, going over there. Lovely. Alright, that's all I'm going to do with the berries. Well, those berries, there are some smaller berries which I've not put onto a block, and I could do, so I'm just going to start popping some bits in here and there. So these are the smaller bits of berry which I could actually have coming off this bit here, which would be nice. Yep. And some down there. I've just went and put a black big blodge there. Blodge, as I call it, a splodge even. Not a blodge, a splodge. Let's see if we can kind of make one come from there. Not quite on the right bit, but I can sort that, and I think I'll just cover that mess. Like that, that's fine. I don't want to overpower it, really, she says, putting more on. Let's try to be over the, let's have, no, don't want to. Let's just put one here where that is, and then I think that's enough of that. So I've got some other little bits. So this is this piece here, this wee branch. So I think I'm going to put that, do that in green. I've got two greens. I've got rainforest green. I've actually got three greens, but the darker greens I've got rainforest and shady lane. So I think I might put shady lane actually because it's a wee bit darker. So we're just going to add, oh sorry if my head bashed off the camera there, it was not supposed to do that at all. Let's just actually take that bottom piece away because we only really want it to sort of come out there in between. And the same here, so just taking that bottom bit away. Hopefully that will be okay. Like that. And one more piece, I think, over this side somewhere. Might need one bit here just to fill that in and balance it out with the other side. So I think that looks good. What other pieces did I have? I had this little bit as well, which is this little piece here, which we could do in the other green, and then I will start doing the what do you call it, the red. So just interspersed between these other pieces would be nice, I think. Just there. Need something at this side. Can't really see that very well, can you? Just do it again. There we go. That just balances it a wee bit. Might put another one just there, and maybe one more just up here. That's fine. So now I'm going to do the colouring in. So let's just move all these away, and let me see what this is starting to look like. Yeah, it looks okay. I think that looks good. That's fine. So let's get my pencils. So I bought these ages ago, as I say. I have used them obviously, but not for a while. I got these out Hobbycraft, I think, and it was when I followed Sheena Douglas for a wee while, and it was when she was doing stuff. So I think they need sharpened, and I haven't really sharpened them, have I? Let's see the colours. Let's scrap off something. If I can. Yeah, that's a right red. So I'm just going to go in with this red colour. And I'm just really need to sharpen this pencil, but I don't have a sharpener. Can't think where there's a sharpener. And really I should have probably thought all about this before I even tried doing this, but I've got a sort of darker pinky colour as well, which might work just as a kind of two-tone thing as well. So let's do a bit of that too. So the colours of that is, this one's fuchsia, if you're interested, and that one's madder carmine, and they're Derwent watercolour pencils. So yeah, so I'm doing a mixture of those two. So I'm just really going in, and then I'm going to add the water, I think, to them. I mean, I suppose you could just have them as they are. You don't need to add water if you don't want to, I guess. Or if you were using whatever pencils. It doesn't have to be these ones. But, you know, you could, I suppose you don't have to add water to them. You could just leave them coloured without, you know, with just the pencil colouring without actually adding water to them. Because this isn't watercolour paper that I'm doing it on. I'm doing it on the Pink Frog Super Smooth. So I tend not to like, I don't really like doing it on, stamping onto watercolour. I really struggle to find paper that's, because watercolour's always got a sort of, hasn't it got a sort of texture on it, and I tend not to really like it as much. I prefer just doing it onto here and hoping, seeing what happens. So I'm just turning this round because it's easier for me to do and see what I'm actually doing. So I'm leaving some bits white, but I'll see how it goes with the water, the aqua pen. It might not be the best, and I might just colour them all in. So just, I am doing this quite fast. As I would normally, if I was just doing it myself, it would take so much more care to do this, but I'm actually doing it quite fast now. So this is the fuchsia as well, so I'm just bringing that in just to darken it a wee bit. And so as I say, I might just colour them in. I might not bother using them as actually watercolour pencils, but that's what they're really for. But I think I'm just going to colour them in because I think they look nice, just coloured in. And I could speed this bit up, couldn't I? So I might just speed this up and then get back to you. That, I've stuck it down and I've popped it onto the base. So I thought I would just add a few little white bits just where I think there might be some white, just on there, and you need to kind of do it where you think there might be some white. Yep. That just kind of helps to make it look less flat as well, I think. Probably on that side. This is just a white gel pen that you can just start putting in these bits. You think it's less coloured. That's all. Yeah, I didn't do it there, but that's it. So, next thing I want to do is just, there's a little one here that I've just missed out, and I think it's lovely. And it is this wee one here, which I haven't put in. So I want to just add this to it, to the mix. So I'm just going to go in with a darker green colour and just put that just kind of there. you need something to add to the mix a wee bit. It looks like a bit of a wreath, you know, it could do. Like a bit wreath-like, which I think it does. And I like it. I'm very happy with the way it's turned out. I hope you like it too. Just put a little bit here, just to balance a wee bit out. And then I think that's all, because I've already probably overpowered it quite a bit, so just want to, it says she's stamping even more. Yeah, let's see, let's just do one there and that. Right, so I'm not going to put anything on it, for I don't think, but that's my card 1. So you like that. I've just actually will put some, oh, that's not the right one. Where did I put it? It's probably over on the other table. Is it? No, there it is. So just some of this stuff. It's slowly running out, but just a wee bit off. Just a wee bit on the berries as well. And this is water reactive too, so you know it's going to react to the pencil a little bit. Just a wee bit of splatter as well on the top of that. And that could even be a nice New Year card for somebody if you forget to send, because sometimes I've forgotten to send things. So there we go. I've forgotten to send Christmas cards, and then I end up, I'm like, oh, I'll send them another card. Right, so this is another piece. So we're going to put these pencils away for just now. Over there for a minute. Sort these out. I didn't actually use any blending, but I will, I think, this time around. So what I'm going to do this time is, I've got this massive big block. First of all, I want to put my lovely, so you get it with this, so that means you could use it like that, so the outline, you could do a colour around the edge, if you see what I mean. So just put that away because I'm not going to use that in a minute. So bring these up a bit. Right, so that's my same size cards as I had the last time. Just move this up. Get myself into a pickle here. So I'm just going to add this onto this super smooth, and it's only going to be the globe I'm doing. I'm not doing this bits of holly in the background. So what I need to do is get some tape here. I'm going to make myself a bit of a go. And then actually, what I should have done, that was a bit of a hinge, wasn't it? Let's just take this down as well, because just because basically. So and then I'll just tape it at the bottom as well, and that'll keep it from budging. Right, and then that sort of hinge is going to have to change because I've moved it, and then let's see, yeah, it's going to be in there roughly. just pop a bit over the top as well. Just to hold that down too. Right. So this is just the tape I actually used to make the washi tape that I made part of Alison Bomber's thing. So we've got this lovely globe, and this is going to, this hasn't actually been opened yet, so I'm just going to cut along here. And then this lovely stamp, which is going to go in, should sit in the middle really nicely. So I will pop that into, and it's also got Merry Christmas on it, so I will pop this onto the, it should fit in there, yeah, that's going to be nice. So it's actually going to go that way. So I'm not going to do that yet though, I'm just going to pop this onto the massive big block that we've got, so that's fine. And there is Merry Christmas as well, which I don't know, it might go over there. Now I'm just thinking actually I'm going to have to cover this bit here because I don't want that going on to the bottom of there at the minute. So just cover that up, and I'll cover these as well because I don't want anything on that at the minute. I'm not going to be using those at the minute. So just going to cover that up like that. And I'll just cover that bottom bit as well. And then that will ensure I don't go over anything that I don't want to. So I'm going to get this. I've got a brand new ink here called Prized Blueprint Sketch, which I think I might use, onto the back. I'm not sure how blue it is, so let's get a blue one. The disc's now getting full. Again, put that on, we don't want that. These can go over here again, and we'll just keep that one near at hand. Pop these away. I like a clean desk. I cannot work on a messy desk. I mean, saying that, she says, I've got a mess. I had a mess to the side of me, but I've cleared it up a bit, so that's good. Right, so pop these ones away because we don't need them. So let's just find a blue sort of coloured brush. She says, maybe not. They will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these brushes to the side of me. Now, let's see what this has got on it. Yellow. Not so good. Yeah. That's a blue. Let's use this one. So, this should be nice and juicy. So, I'm just going to go round the whole thing. So this is Blueprint Sketch. As you saw, it was very, very new. And, yep. Now I've also got, where is it? Can't find it. I can't find it. Where are you? Can't find it at all. I have got broken china. That might be quite nice as a wee kind of colour as well. We'll see. I might not. I might just. I'm liking this Blueprint Sketch. It's really nice colour. It's really vibrant. And then I'm just going over that bit here in the middle. Like that. Then I'm going to take the broken china. So I've got a brush for this. I think that's probably broken china. So So I just want a little bit. So these are Inkylicious's own brushes, which they're very good as well. I do like them. It just gives it a wee bit of a lighter tone in the middle. Where probably the houses are going to end up being, aren't they? Right, so we've done that, and we want a little bit of, what could we have on the bottom? Let's have some ice spruce at the bottom here. So let's see if I've got a nice spruce type of brush, possibly this one. I try to keep the brushes separate, but it's quite hard sometimes when you don't have enough brushes. So is that ice spruce? Yeah, it just didn't look like it was. So just on this bit here at the bottom, I'm going to peel it off darker. It's probably too dark, but that's what we're going for. That. Okay. Right. Put that there. And then we're going to take our stamp and we're going to stamp over this area here. Okay. So we're going to take our, where is it? Where did I leave it? This one, which is for fine. Now this is probably better if you do use it in the stamping platform, because if you don't stamp it right the very first time, I presume it's going to need a touched up. Now I did have a, I think I've put it away though. It's way over there now. So we're just going to go down here to this area here. We're just going to stamp that and hope for the best, basically, is all that I can do. If it doesn't come out, which I doubt it, I think it will because they're such good stamps, but if it didn't, I've got a black pen I can easily go over with. So, yeah. So, moment of truth. Oh, brilliant. I knew it would do that. I knew it would stamp amazingly. Brilliant, brilliant. So, I want to take out some of the colour. So what I want to do is get this little brush I had for the watercolour. And I want to just get some water and then take some of that blue colour. So we get white roofs. You could colour it white if you wanted, but I'm going to do this just because I was using the watercolour pens earlier and pencils even, and I thought this might be a good way to kind of show you how you can do that. I mean, I'm sure lots of you all know that already, but so you can see that's taking the colour out there. Just knocks it back a bit. So a thin brush is probably the best thing for this, because a thicker one you probably won't get quite as well as good a, you know, you can go round things because it's fine. If you've got a slightly bigger brush, it's going to be a bit more difficult, isn't it? And then you can just go in and do it again and get some more water knocked back. So the now roofs look like they're snowy. instead of blue. And it's just like when you put water on it anywhere, if you splattered water on as well, it's just similar to that really, isn't it? So you do want a permanent ink that doesn't bleed. See, that came back quite a bit because I used quite a bit of water onto that. So let's try and get a wee bit more of these roofs as well. It's a bit better. And then you can do that on the here as well, down on the ground. Just bring that back slightly as well. Always blot it as well when you're done. And I can do some on the tree just where there might be snow. It doesn't have to go on all of it, but just on bits. And just pull that back as well. See if we can get some more off of here. A bit better. Let's do some more in the tree. And a wee bit more down here on this bit. See if I can get it. Just wanted to get it a wee bit more than it is because it could come back a bit more, I think, than that. But it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good for what we've wanted to achieve. So, and then, as I say, I might just do a wee bit more down here, just to pull that out slightly. And, yep, that's fine, that's better. So, let's pop this on before I put it everywhere. Right. So, what I want to do is add some, so what I should do is just come back in a minute when I've dried it. Right, so I'm just going to bring my yellow pencil in just to create some light in the lamp. If there's a yellow one, there should be. And it's actually needing sharpened, it's not very. So because I pulled the colour back, I can now add this into it. And that just shows you a bit of colour in the lamp. There, that's quite nice. I could still further add water, but I'm not going to. And then we can maybe put some green on the tree as well, maybe. Let's see if there's, because obviously some bits are going to be green, but not all of it because it's snowy. So I'm going to put a wee bit on just on bits of the tree as well. But then there's also going to be bits that are going to be snowy as well. So I won't want to add too much to that. And then we'll just colour this wee bit as well to try and get rid of the sort of, maybe do a bit here as well, just because it won't all be covered with snow, but a lot of it will. So yeah, and just bring a wee hint of green in, just for a bit more colour as well, which is fine. Don't want too much because it will be snowy, as you can see. That's fine. And then we can add some more white into the roofs to make them even whiter. So I could add water, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to add the white pencil onto the roofs just to make them a wee bit brighter. down that bit as well. And then just a wee bit on here as well. And then some on the tree, because see, there'll be bits of the tree that are white, but not the whole thing. It just kind of gives it more of a authentic look. It's better. And actually there's another wee window here. There's a couple of wee windows that might have some of the light in it, so just add some more orange to some of the windows. That can make it look like it's an actual village somewhere. Yeah, that's fine. And I could actually put some brown on it as well, just onto some of the buildings. It's not that dark a brown, is it? Is that brown? Looks like a brown, but is it? Let me see. Yeah, that's a darker colour, so just maybe a wee bit brown onto some of these as well. Make them not look like there are definitely blue houses, because obviously I stamped them over the top of the inking at the back. So just that's that. And this wee bit here. A bit up there. Just gets rid of the blue and starts to look a bit more like it should. That's fine. Quite happy with that. So I'm going to take this off now and just have a look. Oh, I like it. So I'm just going to do this very bottom bit where the actual stand is at the bottom. So just line that up again, because that's where it kind of was, wasn't it? Yep. And I'm just going to put that, put these over actually. So I can put these over as well, and then we will be nearly done. Right, let me see. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some tea dye, I think, and just hopefully I can just colour. Oh, that's blue. Blue. See if we can do some. This one might work. Don't know. It's got kind of yellow. So all I want to do is go over here with this. That. Go. We'll take that off, and then we can finish it off properly. Well, that looks okay. I'm quite happy with that. Hope you think it's good. So I'm just going to tidy up, and then I'll come back. Okay. Well, I'm back again. I don't know. So what I've done now is taken a bit of colour from the side. I did do the bottom piece. I'm going to do it again though, because the paper is now moving because I moved the tape from underneath. But at the moment it seems to be staying in place. So I took back some of the water, the paint from here, just to lighten that up a wee bit, because I didn't want it to be quite as blue and green at this point. See what I mean? So I'll just take a wee bit off. As I see this back a wee bit here. And I make kind of like cloud. So when I pull that back, it looks a bit like cloud as well, even though it's kind of a snowy scene. So I did that as well. And I just want to go right there a wee bit more, just to take some of that out as well. And I think that's all I'm going to do there. I think so. So if I pop this back on, and I've just dabbed that back, so I don't think I'm going to need to actually do anything more. So that's what it looks like. So I'm just going to go back in, and I'm going to get this bit done better, because it's not quite done properly, because I've stopped and started this video as well. So I'm going to get this piece here, so I now can cover this piece so it doesn't go over what I've done. I mean, it's kind of gone out there, but that's because of the water. So I pop that on and get some tape just to cover that up. So that's what this bit's for. So it's when you've done your scene and then you need to cover it up, because you're going to do the bottom part of the snow globe. So just put that on there, and another bit the side here. That just holds that in place like that. And I can put a very, very tiny bit on here. I don't think that will matter though as much. No, we'll just leave that bit there. So then we can go back to popping this back on here. Like that, just getting it in place to where it was basically before. You can, I mean, it doesn't matter. Oh, if it's framed the wrong way for a start. Bear with me, folks. Right, so I'm just going to pop that down on there. And then I'm just going to go for I used tea dye, but I don't think that's very good. So what I'm going to do is, I've got this verdigris, which is a luscious powder. First of all, I'm just going to put these pens away, pencils, because I don't want them to get covered in things. So put these away. It's fine, and let's just pop our brushes a bit. Just doing a wee tidy up, a general tidy up, just to get a few bits out of the way. Right, so just put that there. Right, so what I want to do now is just get rid of that as well, because I've got a mess on the desk. Do that to the side. That's fine. So I'm going to use this verdigris, and I was going to use it on there, but I don't have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it into the where's we're just going to put a wee bit of this into the lid here. That's probably too much. And I'm going to put some water. Just pour a bit of water. Try not to pour too much because then it goes too, says she. Don't pour too much, and then she pours too much. And then I'm going to get a brush. So this is a kind of stippling brush type. So I'm just going to give that a wee mix up, and it is probably a bit too wet, but just give it a mix. And then I'm just going to put that over the top. Now hopefully it won't be too wet that it's going to make a muck-up of the stencil, because it might be too, might have to do something else. I think it's a bit too thingy, too wet is the word I am looking for, but I can always dab it down. And I've got that on the card, haven't I? That's not so good. Should have taped these up as well, shouldn't I? So, let's see, not to worry. Oh, it's moved. It's moved. That's not really came out how I hoped. Right, so I'm just going to do that. What I think I'm going to have to do is come back, cut this out and come back. See you in a minute. Right, so I've come back and I've taped it all up again because it didn't work, and I had to end up cutting this out. So what I'll do when I've done this is I'll pop that together and I'll be finishing the card. So I've decided just to use pumice stone as my colour for the bottom, and then I can zhuzh it up with some of this glitter paint to make it look a bit silvery. So I'm getting a mess again at the side here. So I just need to get a brush that can do pumice stone. So let's see what's on this one. It's got a blue colour on it. This, I've got this wee bit of paper at the side of me just to see what I've got on each brush. Now that's got a yellow on it as well, so I'm just going to give this a wee just wipe, try and get some of that off, and then see. Yeah, that's better. So it's just this bit here at the bottom for the stand. So just kind of going along, loading that brush up with quite a bit, holding the brush at the actual point, and I'm just dragging it along to each side. And it's not going to get much darker than that at all, which is fine, and that should work fine, hopefully. The moment of truth will be revealed shortly. So put that away. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, that's fine. So before I move it completely, I'm going to use this shimmer pen to just add a little bit of shimmer. And hopefully that will make it look a bit more metallic. I could have used some metallic pens, never thought about that, but I'm doing this now, so. Come on, pen, here it comes. So just basically going over it, this will just give it a nice sparkly sheen. And kind of make it look a bit more, hopefully it won't have, yeah, so that's fine. Take that away. And that should just dry quite quickly. And then I can add this, not very this here, just onto the card front. And then I can add Merry Christmas. Where did I put it? Where's Merry Christmas? It's here somewhere. There it is. And then that will be my card done, basically. So this is Merry Christmas. So I could put some of the holly on, but I'm not going to. And I'm just going to put a wee bit of glisten onto some of this white houses as well, the roofs of the houses, and I'll just make it look a little bit more twinkly as well. So I know this is going to end up being a really long video, but you know, it's sometimes quite nice just seeing how this actually came about. So that's all we need on these houses. And that wee bit of the path. A bit on here probably too. Just a wee bit round about. Go. So I'm going to stick this on to here, if I can find the glue. There we go. I mean, there's lots of things you can do with this. This is just my design, but there are a lot of things you can do as well. So I'm just going to pop it just there, roughly. Hopefully that's not too squint. Pull it down a bit. That's better. There we go. And then let's do Merry Christmas. Now, I'm trying to decide what we'll do. Merry Christmas in blue or black or something else. Green. Let me see. Let's do it in Nocturne. Maybe I could just do it in, no, not that colour, definitely not. Let's get the grey colour and get it out of the thing. There we go. So this is Morning Mist. So let's just do that. Morning Mist. And I'm just going to do it, I think, here. Just kind of in the middle. Like that. Could have done it on there, but I'm just going to done it now. There we go. That's very nice. I do like it. I'm impressed with that. I like it. I like it. So let's just see if we can get this to all go onto the cards. Get rid of that a minute. And just wipe this bit of desk with my grubby looking card. So let's see if we need another. I think we need another colour. We might need to cut this down as well. So yes, I do. So that would be, I think this measures 5 3/4 squared. So if we cut this down to 5 1/2, I think that should be right. But we need to make sure we've got kind of it right at each side. So let's see, I might have to do a bit of a jig here. So what did I say? 5 1/2. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to. What we need to do is just cut a tad off the top, and I don't know if we'll get a tad off the bottom. We might be able to just cut another tad off the top and see where we go from there, because I had forgotten that. You see the base again. I might have to just put that straight onto the base. So I could cut a very tiny bit off here. It would be right at the bottom, like that. And oh, I might have to even it up because it looks a bit too much to one side, doesn't it? Let's just see what we can do here. So that's not quite going to fit onto there, is it? It's just going to fit on and no more with a tiny wee. Let's just do a tiny wee bit around the edge. And then see how that's going to look. I might have to cut this a bit. So if we cut this, because it just isn't going to look symmetrical to me, or good to me. Let's see, I still think we need a bit of colour in there. So it's very. So yeah, I think we need a bit of colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this back and I'm going to go around the edges of these. I'll just get rid of that just now. And I'm going to use, what will I use? So we've got blue in it, we've got a bit of green, we've got a bit yellow. Sure. Let me see what we put in it. Right, I'm going to do some more smooching like I did with this card here around the edge. Excuse me. My throat is rather raspy. Right, not the blue. I think what we need to go with is something like I want to go a crazy colour. About tiny, but I've got these, the blue. Maybe I should just go in blue. Maybe I should just go Salvage Patina or something. We can try it and see. And if it doesn't look right, we can just leave it, basically. So just wetting that, getting my scoocher thing. And then just going round the edges again with that. I don't know if this is going to work colour wise because I can see it and think, oh no, it doesn't look right, does it? Maybe just a black edge would look better than this. Just have a wee hover. It's not the worst, it's actually not that bad. Right, let's just get rid of this. Right, and I'll come back in a minute. I'm going to dry this off. Right, so I've come back and I've put it together and it looks good to me. I added 3 gems and I've added the Merry Christmas, added the Merry Christmas to the first one. So I'm very pleased with how these have turned out. So do let me know your thoughts because it's very important to me and it's nice to know what people do think. And thanks so much for joining me for some lovely time with Inkylicious. So see you soon on the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.